this motion. But first, I want to acknowledge that from all the reports we have received in recent times, it will appear that our security forces are doing extremely well, and they are making a lot of progress, such that part of the country that were not safe before are much, much safer now. At least we had that much from an event that we both attended just last week. So we must commend the armed forces for what they are doing and encourage them to see how they can expand the operation to cover the whole country. Like Senator Neda stated in the motion, it is not only in Ovia. In fact, it will be more correct to say that the entire Edo State is under siege by bandits and by terrorists and by headers. We have terrible pictures of people who have been murdered in cold blood, men and women. In fact, someone's compound has been turned to a graveyard by terrorists and bandits. We have tried to talk to the local security forces. Many of us have had to fund some local vigilante group, but I am convinced that the way to go is in the manner that that is very well captured in this memo, namely, while commending the
distinguished colleagues, please, those who are making phone calls should stop.
Neda, even you?
Chief Whip, those who are making phone calls should stop.
So, sir, Mr. President, sir, thank you very much for protecting small people.
Senator Adams, leader, I've observed on your behalf. It's something the Chief Whip should have done. Please, those who are making phone calls should stop. It is not allowed by our rules in the Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You have the floor. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President, for protecting small people. Those of us who are vertically challenged, sometimes we have difficulties being heard. But, Mr. President, you are fair to us. So, in supporting the motion, I want to commend the National Security Advisor and all the security chiefs and urge them to extend, exactly as captured, this
Sorry, may I once again observe that those who are making phone calls should stop.
Also, sir, if I might draw your attention, the chairman of the Security Committee is not on his seat and is engaging Senator Yahaya and preventing him from listening to us.
To stop. The Senator Abuba will approach the chair.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, like Senator Neda said, this is the farming season. It's already raining. Rains have already started in Edo State and I believe in part of southern Nigeria. This is the time our farmers go to farm. And with the level of killings and banditry and kidnapping in Edo State, most of our farmers are now not able to go to the farm. And therefore, I urge my colleagues, distinguished senators, to support this motion, commend the National Security Advisor, commend the service chiefs, and urge them to extend this special, I think the name is very well captured here, which is a combination of a special task force with all the necessary gadget and motivation to go to Edo State to wipe away the criminal. Because it will appear that as we make progress in the north, the bandits are moving towards the south. And it is important that they are caged. Otherwise, very soon, between Kogi, Edo, and Delta, we are likely to witness more serious banditry as a result of the progress that is being made elsewhere. So, Mr. President, I urge my colleagues to support this motion with this additional amendment that it is the entire Edo State. In fact, it will interest you that Senator Mondo Kwewolo, Governor Mondo Kwewolo, just last week told me that one of his local government is now inaccessible because of the level of banditry. Even though he's doing his best to provide security, more vehicles, more communication gadgets to the armed forces in Edo, but it is not a substitute to having this special team that can only be coordinated by the National Security Advisor. Thank you, Mr. President.
The only professor of law,